on to the Tomura Shigaraki character analysis / trash roulette / get these views.
How do we want to phase this question just straight up? Is Tomura Shigaraki a good villain?
Yeah, let's.
You want to do it like that?
What
Sure.
ways do you consider Tomura Shigaraki?
I would say, is he a good character? Let's put it that way. I wouldn't say villain because I don't want to compare him to other villains. I think we can go. I feel like villainy is an aspect of his character. Let's go like ability. Is he a good villain? And then character traits or whatever else comes up. But I would rather go like at the end of the manga. Would you see Tomura as a good character? And that would come from him, and villainy would be an aspect of that, right? Like, was he a good villain? So if I was to go, because I want to say villainy for last, that's going to be the longest argument. If we go just like power ability, Tomura Shigaraki's power is
good.
Decay, right? Is that what it's called?
Disintegration?
Yeah.
Or just decay?
Decay. So basically anything he touches with his 5 fingers before the most recent chapters, he like totally dissipates. Now we've come to some way where like he can do that automatically without having to touch the thing.
No, I think he still has to touch, but he can spread it to some other
it gets spread.
Oh, okay. It looks like he's going to get past that with what's happening with Redestro, but I won't get too deep into that. Because the nigga fucked his hand up. I'm sure he's going to decay his ass, but...
Yeah.
So I think he's going to get past that.
For a villain? Yeah, that's about as little of a quirk that you could ask for.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I think, especially with these like last chapters, homie, he's strong. He's strong. He's mobile. Right? He's always been pretty quick. And I won't say he got heavy strats, but I don't know. I think he can hold his own in a decent battle. But yeah, I think he could box with the higher ups and that. Well, I don't know how you want to define higher ups, but I would consider him like definitely a hardcore worthy adversary to anybody who goes up against him.
Nah, man.
Straight up.
All for one dropping him, but are you talking about like within his power level type thing, like Deku and them, or are you talking about the world?
I'm trying to give
you gotta remember in the world, these heroes
even the decent heroes.
These heroes are trash.
Actually,
I think Endeavor's dropping them.
Endeavor.
Okay.
Hawks?
Endeavor's number 2.
Hawks drop.
Hawks number 3.
I think right now,
the top 5 niggas, bro.
Right now, he moves us to the top 10. Because like Deku can't beat anybody in the top 10.
Large Hero Watch is getting washed.
I don't know, bro.
Large Hero Watch is getting put in the spin cycle, bro. Stop playing.
That's all I gotta say. He may not have hands, but he gonna have something just like Gang Orca. Ain't have hands like that, but he got clock. Like he got squat. He came through jumping. So Watch got something. He got Tide Pods, nigga. He got something.
Decay the chapter.
Oh yeah, when you decay these, they explode.
What'd you say, Gramps?
He got a half-life on it.
So you see the bunny chick beating Tomura?
Oh, bunny chick with the thick legs? Yeah, I think she's fast enough to get around the decay. The chick who came up at the very end after Endeavor got dropped, she was like in the new ranking. She's this black chick with thick legs, but she's like a bunny. Oh, she got bunny ears and everything. Yeah, she entered in it.
Yeah, she like 7 or something.
Yeah, she's not very high.
If she stops 10, she probably could.
I think she probably got speed. I think that's what they're going to use on her. And I don't think Tomura's as fast as the average man that works out a little bit. So, like I don't think he's got much faster than that.
Definitely not. He was outmoving all them regular people.
So that's what I'm saying. Faster than the average man. Because you know all the niggas in Redestro Squad was regular. Besides Dobby's Dobby clone. Dobby Ice clone. So, I don't know. But
but if you've been less than that long against a Machina, your ass got to be faster.
You decent.
I mean, his speed has come up.
He at least Gramps.
Wait, what?
He's at least at Gramps.
Wow.
Y'all can tell me right now, Gramps can't handle Gigato Machina for 1 month. Stop it.
For 1 month.
Oh, you say you can take him Gramps for 1 month? Huh?
Y'all trying to bring back that Kimbo fight? Argue
Hey, for $100,000.
Which is why
You gotta bump this shit up, bro.
Ain't no, you can't bump it up for me. I'm good, fam.
So this is nigga start sleeping.
Oh god.
And you try to run up on it. Yeah, bro. Alright, how would you rate this quirk, Gramps? Lit or trash?
Just a quirk, right?
Yeah, just quirk right now.
Lit.
I would say it's potentially lit because I feel like he can potentially level himself up to the point where he can just destroy the whole world just by touching the ground.
Okay.
Man, that'd be a
But
hard
he
level
could
up,
technically
but-
take out the
Also,
whole
Lightyear
city.
type shit.
Oh, that. Man.
Like my nigga took out a building in like seconds.
No, for real, that was crazy. That was huge. But no, I definitely get that power lit too.
But I felt like that he wasn't able to do before.
Yeah, he got
I
that.
do feel like that came at that moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean it is a part of his thing. Now,
That's his powers now. And don't forget, he's sleepy and tired, so he's not at his max.
I hate that shit.
I mean,
I think he
arguable.
said that shit.
Arguable.
Like,
I
I
guess.
feel like, yes, that's true.
He was
but
fighting
in the-
Giganto Magna for a month with 3 hours
I
of
feel
sleep
like,
a day.
yes, that's true, but in the context of this situation, I think all of that stuff that's happened has come out because of this.
So then you also got to
So
realize
now
this.
after this, yes, what you're
has
saying
not
is
slept
true.
for 24
But I'm
hours.
saying before this, that was not true.
During this very fight, he has not slept for 24 hours.
I'm saying before this, Tomura at his max was
What
not
we talking about
not
before
touching
this
a building.
What we talking about
But
before
I'm
this
just
one?
saying, like you just added that season and like he been this. I'm trying to say he ain't
Why
been
you
this.
worried about what
He
he
just
used to be?
became this. That's different.
You a hater, bro.
I gotta add that context. He just became this. That's all I'm saying.
Too late to quit.
That's like saying that shit about Deku where he was breaking his hands off. Remember, he's not at his max.
No. It's not.
He's at his max right. He was
You-
flicking niggas when he wasn't at his
My
max,
nigga
bro.
Tomura going hard, and he hasn't slept for 24 hours.
Yes.
His nigga raw, bro.
I'm putting all the respect I can on those things. I'm just saying it wasn't like that before.
It's not
He's
before.
talking about the present.
Yeah,
We in the present,
present's
what you
fine.
talking about?
But he's saying that like we've seen this shit before. We all just saw this.
Yeah.
And we all know he just did
He's
this.
up there.
Anyways, next.
No,
you really did quirk too?
Quirk, I go decent as hell. I guess for this quirk.
Okay.
I mean, it's good because in My Hero, they can evolve their quirk instead of it being the same as it always like for their entire life.
Yeah.
If he had to stick with the touching thing for the entire time,
Yeah.
it probably wouldn't be as good. 'Cause
Well-
I feel like any nigga with a distance or
Think about this, bro.
what?
What if he was able to be on some Maneda type shit? You know, when Maneda throws his balls at anything, that object automatically becomes stuck to it. What if he was able to throw some shit and right before he lets it go, it starts to decay? So as soon as it makes contact with whatever it's hitting, that object also starts to decay.
But then that's still what I'm saying. With heroes, they can expound on their powers instead of him just being the same thing that he has to physically touch you. If that was the case, I think that would be terrible quirk for a main villain, in my opinion.
What?
Yeah, if you don't got speed, that's like...
Yeah,
Like
he would have no chance against
Like
like
his
that.
dagger.
He shoots a gun and the bullet starts to decay. As soon as the bullet starts to...
Bro, we're agreeing. I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying that he can't change his quirk. That's what I'm saying why it's good.
I think it's OP
Wouldn't that make it
because
better,
like
though? Wouldn't that make it a better quirk?
And what?
I don't.
If he was able to go that route eventually, where he doesn't even have to take you, all he has to do is...
Yeah, I mean, if he could turn the shit off, yeah. If you can't turn that shit off, fuck no. The world's over with, bro. Like, they definitely sniping that nigga or something. Well, I guess they can't snipe him, but like, someone's finding a way to kill that nigga somehow.
This
Can
nigga?
you decay fire?
You gonna hit him with that.
And then
Shoot this nigga.
Can you press my pick?
damn.
The charger's in there. You just grab it out.
Fact of the matter is, he still has a power
It's
that's
like a
pretty
box
much a
rectangle.
one-hit
Yeah,
win if
you
he
got it.
touches somebody. So, I mean, that alone makes it pretty OP to me. So,
Yeah. Can I plug this into
you
it?
know.
Yeah, fuck around might not be. Go ahead. No, that one don't work.
Oh, okay. Alright, so next trait I would say would be like, I don't know how to put this into a bucket word, but I would go like, I want to say attitude, but it's not really attitude. It's like those things outside of his...
the intangibles.
Yeah, let's go there. Or, and backstory is a separate thing. But yeah, let's go there. His overall attitude, personality, character traits. How would y'all rate that? I'm gonna give it trash.
Yeah, I agree. Terrible.
I think he's like kind of I get that he's had a sad backstory, but he kind of acts like a spoiled brat, and I feel like, and this might play a little bit into some of the reasons for villainy. I felt like he's taken like giant steps when he's barely like learned how to walk, like with a lot of his plans and strats. I don't know when that's gonna get better, but I think I would like him more if that got better.
The way I feel like is that he's supposed to be like Deku's foil.
Yeah.
Where like you see him grow and you see Deku grow.
Yeah, I get that.
But my issue is Deku's conviction don't change. He want to be the number one hero. He want like his conviction the same, just like you expect of a hero, an anime shonen.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga like, I want to do this. No, I want to do that. Then this and this. I'm like, I need this nigga to pick a fucking conviction, stick to that, and be like, this is why I'm a villain. This is why I do evil shit. Because right now, the way they poison it, this nigga don't know why he want to be evil. So when he run into talk no jutsu, he gonna fold like a fucking pancake. Like niggas that are like, bro, shit. I've been on this shit for 40 years. They get talked down. That nigga talked down a god. Like, talk no jutsu gonna hit that nigga like a ton of bricks. Bro, why is he doing this, bro? Why is he gonna be like, have you heard shit, I had about 5 other reasons why I was doing it. Yeah. Then boom, he their best friend.
Tomura, have you ever tried counseling before? What? Oh,
yeah, like, damn, Deku, that kind of stuff. Ain't nobody ever sat and talked to me. They just told me to start killing shit.
Yeah, right. Whoa. Oh, wait, you telling me you can live life without killing niggas?
What?
But my quirk. You don't have to use
that nigga. I'm like, but I've been living hungry. Hey, All Might, can you get this nigga some money? So money? I don't gotta eat.
No, I get all my money all the time.
He go a credit card with special finger holes. Wow. Like right now, all of Tomura's issues could be fixed with money and a pep talk. Like he hasn't said shit that was like, oh, I killed my parents.
And a little bit of therapy.
Well, that one's a
little bit of therapy.
Money.
Just a couple of sessions. Just a couple of sessions.
Pay a therapist.
That's it.
Wow.
And try not to decay that. And special gloves.
Yeah.
So you just don't decay everything. That's
it.
But we know we got that tech out there. We definitely can build them gloves.
Yeah, niggas on Apple phones. What you mean? So Apple.
Or cut the niggas' off. One of the two.
Actually, it's pretty easy. All you gotta do is literally make gloves that, like, 1 or 2 fingers are made from a different substance. And it's like, oh, it's not touching the same thing. He's safe.
Oh, yeah, true.
I'm like, bro, this nigga Tomura do not got a valid reason to be trying to destroy the world. What?
I don't think any of them do inside.
It's because his daddy.
But as long as they can rationalize it, that's what make a good hero, villain. When you like look with this nigga, like Thanos, like, hey, bro,
yeah, you don't have
my shit went down. I'm trying to save everybody. Y'all think I'm the villain? I'm trying to save y'all, dumbass. I got hero's conviction. You can't talk me out of this. Snap. This nigga gonna be like, I kind of hate All Might.
Yeah. I mean, get into his villain thing. I'm gonna save that mind for that part. Y'all, his character. What'd you say? Intangibles? I like that. His intangibles. Trash.
I don't get why. Like I don't understand it. Like
it's
even his backstory. I don't know if he fully got it. I think they told him he just killed his family and that was about it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
he
what
pretty much just accepted that.
Like even then, I don't get why he decided to go evil because he killed your family. What?
He got brainwashed.
They killed Batman's family.
And niggas just watched them, basically. People watched them on the ground. Was like, oh, a hero get to him, and nobody came to him but All Might.
And to be honest, you don't even know if he killed his family.
Yeah. So basically, he was told he killed his family.
You don't even remember that shit. So like, Batman saw that his family died.
That shit's definitely coming back then. Because that means All for One. Is that the evil version?
Yeah.
He definitely killed his family and he didn't do shit.
100%. He probably gave that nigga that court.
Yeah. Like, so it's... I don't fully understand why he's evil.
That would make him Deku foil too. He was quirkless. I gave this nigga this quirk. And he was young enough for it to be the time where your quirk arrived. These hands did it.
So yeah, he, as a character, like attitude, personality, whatever.
Yeah.
It's not very good.
He's a spoiled rich kid to me.
You know what? He will work out better as you right. He's such a spoiled rich kid. If he was one of them evil villains that didn't say shit. He just tell niggas what to do. Tomura, why you doing this? He just look at you. until you like, All right, man. All right.
For one ripped his mouth out when he was younger.
You see that crust around his lips? Yeah. He accidentally eroded his own throat, bro. Damn. He don't talk no more.
No, actually.
Yeah,
Damn.
He's so lit.
That
make him 10 times better.
Way better. That nigga don't talk. Because the reason we flame this nigga is not because he take L's. We will put respect on niggas that take L's. We flame this nigga because he sound like a little bitch while he taking L's.
Yeah.
Bro, if I was his PR, I'd be like, bro, just don't talk no more.
That's what they gotta do. They're gonna get higher up.
Because when you came through on the JSA arc, nigga, you look hard. Yeah. Then you start talking to All Might like a little bitch. And I was like, fuck this nigga.
I'm so yeah, but wait, everyone's yelling. Nobody wants you. Don't let me catch you in these streets. I got your hands out, bro.
They All Might ran up on that nigga.
That's funny as hell. Like you see that cat? You remember that cat video where he just spills the cup? It's like Tomura just spills the cup, and then when you try to run up on it,
man, bitch.
Graham's joking. What would you guys give him?
No,
I make a complete agreement with Player 5 and Deuce.
Right. Yeah. It's like he's down for chaos, and I can understand that as like a good,
chaos.
That's pretty much. It's just like trying to murk people, just create chaos. The problem is like y'all been mentioning, there's still not a good reason why he wants that.
Way better anarchists out there, Joker.
So,
way
Professor Chaos.
Here's the thing.
Professor Chaos is a better villain.
Wait, what?
Here's the thing. If he was born that way, I can see what everything that he's doing making a lot more sense. But he just simply. Like the backstory doesn't match with what he does right now.
Yeah, he was brainwashed.
Alright.
Yeah, brainwashing can be undone easily.
Right.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. It still doesn't match with the shit that he does because it seems like he's just trying to go around just trying to cause as much havoc as possible, like some random ass little high school kid that just wants to, go around saying "fuck the world." I'm going to destroy everything around me.
A little goth, little kid.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, no, it's weak. Though I do think maybe it's getting slowly better. Just with this arc specifically, since like with the whole come-ups and such. I'm hoping after he beats Redestro that he gets like a more what's the word? Like he gets
confidence.
Can't think of the word.
Character development?
Well, that too. Well, yeah. That's what I mean. Like in summary, yes, that's pretty much like more character development. But it's like to get a more. You know what? Actually, other word like this. Like he gets a stronger path of how he's going to create the chaos. Which, though it wouldn't help out his foundation of why he does it, at least he's like more of a strategic master villain. That could be like, he's looking like a Big Daddy Boss villain now. That's what's up. So
here's a question. Here's a random question I have. What does he exactly do or say that gives us any kind of clue that All For One actually raised this nigga to be anywhere similar to how he was as a leader, as somebody who's low key running a gang for the last however many years?
I don't think All For One gave him any. I feel like he did a bunch of shit, and All For One was like, "Yeah, you good." Like I don't think he gave him guidance at all. I felt like he was like, "Oh, I just killed some ants outside," and All For One was like, "That's nice." Still plotting on this nigga All Might right now, and I felt like that's where it sucks because now he's like, well,
I just think.
He's a pawn in All For One scheme, so I feel like All For One didn't need to like train him, so to speak. He was just like, I got this piece, like this is my like do whatever the fuck you want piece. Like at the end of the day, I'm just waiting for that reveal where I'm like, hey, I got your master's like grandkid. Like that's me.
I think
so.
This is the only reason Tomura Shigaraki was chosen, like you said, is because you got his master's grandkid, and with the obvious Star Wars references. Deku is Luke. He's gonna be like, one for all, you my father, 100%. 100%.
What a out of pocket theory.
It's not out of pocket. I think a lot of people believe it.
You think
so? Like
All For One is Deku's father.
They do so many like Star Wars.
Pause before you get deep into it. A nigga with no face was hyping the shit out of Deku's mom.
So come on, all the quirks he got. All the quirks he got.
And she don't remember. Oh, I don't know where the fuck that nigga is.
All the quirks.
I'm out.
Well, yeah,
I'm just saying. I'm just thinking of the thing.
Yeah, but I mean, if you think about it, it's not like
did he?
Yeah, he had a face up until
he probably had a face a chameleon
up
quirk.
until All Might Sculpted shit.
He probably had a chameleon quirk. I'll give it to him. Fine.
And he had a face up until a couple years ago. Moral of the story, look.
Hey, bro, I lost my face a few years ago.
Yeah, well, All Might took my
that shit sounds fucked up. Yeah, I used to have a face. I lost that shit.
We haven't seen Deku's dad. That don't make any sense. Right? Deku's dad, like, why is Deku, of all people, having this reaction to All For One, if not that he has the blood of the person who created the quirk? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is Deku having this weird reaction? If it's all just random, then I'm going to be like, well, that's fucking random.
I mean, I'm mad because your theories are usually right, but it's sad.
It makes sense.
The ending of the story.
A connection. You know, like, it just...
Yeah.
Like, the story would be a complete circle if it does.
And then the last part about it is, like, there's literally so many Star Wars references. Like, the beach they trained at was called Dagobah. Oh. You know, which is the same place Luke trained at from Yoda. You know, like, they do a lot of Star Wars references. It's 100% I'm your father.
That's goofy. And then, but I mean, that makes him more of a Tomura foil because, like, Tomura's tied to a hero and he's tied to a villain. They did opposite.
They swapped it up.
Growth paths. Yeah, that's fucked up.
And I see more his daddy being the first wielder of One For All.
But that would make him older than All Might. All Might like 50 something.
Yeah, that'll be way too old.
But I mean, the first user of One For All though was effing All For One's brother.
Yeah, and All For One is like 200 something years old. Exactly. He got hella quirks, bro.
Yeah. His mom would be nasty as fuck.
Yeah, I'm like, you freaked the old man piping your shit. Nasty ass.
He's a raped ass.
Stop.
Damn, that'd be
He's
too
a
dark.
hero.
That'd be dark. This is a shonen jump.
No, he's not a hero.
Oh, you're talking about All For One raping her. Oh, I thought you were saying the original dude, right? I was like, oh, he's good, bro. Sorry.
Yeah, nah, he send her money, make sure they stay fed, but he a businessman. That's normal in Japan for it to be like, oh, my husband works overseas and just sends back money. That's regular. Hey,
thousands of dollars in cash.
Yeah, he sent
cash.
Some nigga named Squeezy come bring by.
The nigga with a suitcase drops that shit off. It's probably the portal nigga. He
just stick his hand
house one day. He's like, I remember you. This nigga used to pop up in my house all the time.
He was piping my mom too. Well, shit, once all
that's my little brother, but you know he was invisible. When
I guarantee the next couple arcs, the next time we see Deku mom, she gonna be complaining about money. She gonna be like, yeah, I'm kind of broke, Deku, cause your daddy in jail now.
I just thought about that. That'd be fucked up. What if you had a kid that had the portal quirk, and then you just like as soon as he was born, he just dropped himself into another dimension because he didn't know how to use this shit.
That definitely
gone for years.
That's definitely happened.
That's crazy.
I can see it.
Or don't you know how sometimes babies like kicking shit? Like imagine that, like you have a baby and then he in your stomach, about to be born. You about to get laid. The baby's not there, man. You don't know where he at. You know how hot that is.
He popped on somebody else's doorstep. Huh?
Some babies are.
Some babies are.
Like the first quirk user was born just glowing. So that person was born with a quirk. Some people were born with a quirk instantly, some not. The main character in Vigilante was born like flying, and as a baby, he would like float around. So his mom beat him until he stopped doing that. And he forgot he had that quirk.
No, he's like,
now he's sliding around, but he used to be able to grab onto air and float.
So he can still do what he just don't know.
Yeah, he had beat at him since he was a kid.
Oh, so he got a power soon.
He already did that. He did that.
Yeah, now it's not his quirk, not just sliding glide now.
Sliding glide in the air.
And you think he's sliding though?
Sliding glide.
That's him, bro. That's him. Thick chin ass boy. That's him.
That'd be fucking crazy. All right, last part, Villany, man. How would y'all rate it?
This related to.
I think we leaned over into it with the attitude, but technically it should have been
Villany. I gotta give him a 8 out of 10 minus for Villany, and here's my reason. Most of it is upside. You know, the same thing when you're looking at like a potential sports prospect. His ability to where he can go, pretty high. His connection, like we thinking like the things that factor into being a villain, he connected up the wazoo. He know the nigga that make no moves. He know the biggest nigga in the streets. He got big homie on deck, bro. He done wiped out. This about to be his second cult he done wiped out. He connected in the streets. He solidified. Niggas know his name. They got clout. They broke his fuck, so that's why I take him down a little bit for him. You know, they broke his fuck. Yeah, speak on my nigga some word ain't right, bro. And then the last thing that I give him the bonus to is his acts, bro. Nigga, All Might had the streets on lock, nigga, for years. He the first nigga that came out stepped to All Might. That's respect, bro. That nigga Chisaki even said, nope, I ain't going out All Might out there. Ain't doing it. It took for that nigga to step out on All Might for everybody to get back into this villain shit.
You could account that for stupidity, though, too.
Hey, that's why he's still young, bro. That's why I say his upside high. He did it stupid, but he had the nuts to step out on All Might. That's like how Deku ran out on that sludge beach with no powers. This nigga ran out on All Might as a bitch. We know he a bitch, and he ran up on All Might himself as a bitch.
I would say I give you the point on the upside. He's going to get better, but here's my rating. I would say I have to, looking at the facts, give him he's a good villain. Mm-hmm. But I think realistically, if I put him against any other villain that I know, he's trash. Why I give him that he has to be good is because he basically has the shonen main character plot armor for Villany. Mm-hmm. He has to win all these battles because he's Deku's endgame villain. But it's the same thing with Naruto. Naruto is only OP because of Nine-Tailed Fox, in my opinion.
True.
My opinion, whether it's true or not true, whatever. But in my opinion, he's there. But I still have to give Naruto the respect on being lit because he still did them things.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. I know he's going to be up there, so I'm forced to give him that. But in all honesty, if we take him out of the plot armor that he has to be the greatest villain and put him against a Joker or any other of these villains I know in the world, team for team, he'd get dropped. He would get outstratted. I don't think he has any strats whatsoever. I think he just goes
his
I'm
strats
gonna
are
run.
zero.
Yeah, I'm gonna run straight into this, and it works. And it works in his series, but the same thing with Daenerys too. In fucking Game of Thrones, it's
he literally
outside
is
the series, you will
a
get dropped.
shonen main character of Villany.
Yeah.
Fuck strats.
That's it. He just runs.
This nigga came in and tried to kill All Might with some thugs in the monster.
He went against 100. He
literally.
went against 110,000 niggas sleep deprived.
It was
and he just luckily got on to come up with it. But in real life, come on. No. There's no way that's actually working.
Yeah, you got that thing.
There's no way that's working. I don't care how trash them niggas are. It's still 110, bro. You sleepy, nigga. They will catch you. What? And Spinner's not even a real character, man.
Hey, bro, my nigga got a power up, bro. He can walk on walls now.
Get the fuck out of here.
Like I said in the chapter reaction, Spinner is told from the Brotherhood of Evil. He's told you see Tony go but he always gets dropped first. He's the first nigga when they all run up as a group. The big fat dude that's invincible, he be lasting for a while. Fire nigga who can't even create his own fire be lasting for a while. Toad, he lick, they grab that nigga tongue, drop him, it's over with. He's done. He's out. Next.
But they keep him there because that nigga, he down for the cause.
Yeah, exactly. He's just, I'm here. That's fair. I'm here. I can stick to walls, but I will be the first one dropped in any fight.
There's one shitty nigga that who ain't got no powers or nothing, he can take him out.
Yeah.
Bro,
that's what I'm saying. Toad is regular human. Got you. It's done. It's a wrap.
He the Leorio in a squad, bro. Why is this nigga with these niggas, bro?
Stop. Leorio just understood from day one. I need this money so I can pay for med school.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get here and I'm gonna do something that is actually gonna pay me off. I don't have no goals or motivations like these other niggas. I just want to help people save lives.
He definitely ain't got the hands to keep up with them niggas.
Right, but he gonna be around. Did you see him in York? Did you see him in York? Or York?
Yeah, he did.
Where was he at?
He was on the phone.
Exactly.
Bro. Oh, he was not there. He was in York, dude. He just wasn't boxing.
Exactly.
He was there.
He wasn't there?
He was in York new. He was there the whole time. He just ain't starting with nobody. What you mean? He been new.
He didn't do nothing.
Now he's never even had a fight.
No, he didn't have a fight.
He boxed Ging.
Oh, wow.
Down.
Get the fuck out of here. Man.
Well, yeah, y'all.
Villany. I'm giving him. I'm giving like a 5.75 out of 10.
Okay.
Because I see this kid as just a target upon for effing all for one. Period. Because he would not be anything significant if he didn't have the clout of all for one helping him out. Like all his connects, all of why he's important is because he's connected to all for one. Granted, again, you could say low-key the same thing for Deku because of All Might. He gave him, one for all. But, I mean, I'm still going to say for both of them. I don't think he's a good villain because he's not a good leader. He's not a good leader, and he doesn't have the boss strats that a main villain should have in an anime/manga.
Yep.
He just don't got it.
To me, it depends how we define villainy, I guess. It's hard for me to just say he's a good or a bad villain.
Here's what I see. If at the end of the show, and you look at Boku no Hero, are you going to see Tomura as, like, in your list of great villains? Will he be there?
I feel like out of all, like,
the ones you know,
of your history.
That would be a lit
of your
villain.
manga
That would be a
anime villains.
He won't be close at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
But in terms of Boku no Hero, I think he would be good in Boku no Hero terms, maybe.
I mean, he has to, because that's why I say he has to because of the plot argument.
Boku no Hero terms he'll be fine. And even, what did you just say about the strats thing? I think it's kind of what he said as a foil of Deku. Deku's a strat guy, and so I think that he's the opposite of Deku almost. So he just be fighting. He don't think about what he's doing. Deku's the one that tries to think and outsmart you.
That's gonna be the funniest fight ever. Because Deku's gonna be like, man, I'm really trying to understand. This is making the stupidest fucking decision.
That's exactly what's gonna happen. He's gonna be trying to calculate some shit, but then it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Like so.
Oh no, Tomura would definitely stay in the base right now. This nigga.
He on the front lines.
The fuck?
Oh, there's no way he would try to fight 110,000.
Getting dropped.
We obviously seen that he does.
All right.
In the end, he will be good in Boku no Hero terms. So I'd say a 6 overall, so decent.
Okay.
Decent.
Actually, I mean, like we've kind of already talked about it, but I'm putting out that theory that technically the main villain is still and always will be All for One. He just being low key because he in jail, and that's still part of his plan. Gonna have Tomura do some ish. He gonna break out of prison somehow, and then just like low key. Actually, yeah, he's pretty much like treating this kid as Sasuke. Just like you do what you want, Sasuke. I'm still low key in your body, even though you think you beat me.
Tomura
and then gonna do something.
That was Sasuke stabbed his ass. Oh, Itachi.
No, Itachi.
Tomura gives me them Kabuto vibes. Yeah, like he would never cross All for One type thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, Gramps, yours?
I think he might turn good towards the end.
I can see that.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna give him a decent trash. Real shit.
So it stinks a little bit.
I'll say the things that give him a bit of a plus. One, he's evil. He's definitely evil, and you can see that from the end of what was the name? No, real shit.
Like I get it, but like,
oh, he's evil.
for a villain. Why is it not automatic for a villain, bro?
No, because
that's kind of like you said. Thanos is technically evil.
Somebody could be evil as fuck.
Yeah.
This is something that gives him a plus as a villain. This is something that makes him definitely a better villain on this aspect.
Okay.
And you can definitely see that with the end of the previous arc. What the fuck is the name of the guy that was that definitely fought when he got done?
I'm sorry, I just gotta say this. Like that to me was like saying like, how would you rate that peanut butter and jelly sandwich? It had peanut butter on it. I feel you. We gotta give him some points, but anyway, sorry, my bad. Go ahead. No, I feel
because you have some villains who I'm evil or whatever, but they're not really doing big shit or whatever. They're not really out here murdering motherfuckers out here on the streets or whatever.
That's true.
They're just out here trying to show off the idea of being an evil character or whatever. Okay. But he's actually going out here and killing motherfuckers out here. I'm trying to think of the villain's name when Deku falls at the end of The arc where he was wearing every backpack.
Oh,
Wait, who?
overall.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, overall was a businessman.
yeah.
He basically ran up on them niggas and said, I'm just gonna fucking kill you and all of whatever you have left at the end of this. Y'all weak as hell, so I'm just gonna wipe y'all out right here and now. I was like, okay, that's definitely some top of the line evil shit. I give you points on that aspect of how evil you are as a character.
Okay.
Second of all, yes, he has a lot of potential to basically because of plot armor. He's basically going to become the main villain against Echo or whatever. He's going to be essentially running the well, I'll just say at the top of the villains at the end of the arc, just because of that plot armor. So I'll give him that he has potential. But his motivation, he loses points for his motivation. The backstory, that shit doesn't match with how he is as a person. Second, how well is he at motivating people as a villain? So I think of top villains as, somebody, like, let's say, for example, what's his name, Giovanni from Pokemon? Being able to be an effective leader, being able to recruit people in large masses. He doesn't have that with him. I would say that probably the most motivating villain that we've seen so far, outside of All for One, would probably be Stain, because he actually got people out of the fucking darkness and said, all right, I like your ideals. I'm going to go ahead and do some villain shit because I like what you have to say.
Right.
So that's who I see as a much better villain, for example, as better than Tomura.
Yeah.
And then
Stain just didn't have the power.
And then I had a third point, but I can't recall it right now. Strats. Strats as a villain is definitely another major thing for me. I want to see somebody who's able to actually run shit from the background, for example, and not have everybody at your fucking back door talking about, oh yeah, it's his ass. Anybody can easily say, oh yeah, this is the main motherfucker right here, and just start to run up on him. I want to see somebody who's effectively able to run some shit and have folks not know who the hell is the leader of this whole gang.
Right.
So that I don't see him as a good villain in this story.
And well, there you go.
Okay, cool. So overall, we got the first thing was lit. We gave him a lit on power. We gave him seemed like it was generally a trash on attitude or the intangibles. Yeah. And this last one is a little bit of a mixed bag, but I would say he pretty much got a meh when it comes to villain.
Yeah.
He's not super great.
Overall?
Yeah, I don't know what that averages to.
A meh overall, I guess.
I think so. I would think that's a meh, yeah. So yeah, Tomura Shigaraki, a full man in the trasher lit. That was trash. We still stick with the trasher lit name though, because Mad doesn't sound as good. Yeah. Trash lit or Mad, like no.
Trash lit or Mad.
He slipped.
He or.
Huh? Oh, you want to use the rating system on him?
That's decent minus.
I guess you could say that
pretty
much. Decent minus, maybe.
Yeah. Obviously, so yeah, I could feel a strong decent minus on Tomura.
Decent man.
Decent man.